San Juan is the capital and most populous city in Puerto Rico, founded in 1521 by Juan Ponce de León, who named it City of Puerto Rico. Today, San Juan is known as La Ciudad Amurallada, Spanish for the Walled City, and is one of the biggest and best natural harbors in the Caribbean and is the second oldest European-founded city in the Americas. San Juan is located in the northern coastal plains region in the karst zone north of Aguas Buenas and Caguas, east of Bayamón, and west of Carolina and Trujillo Alto. This is a 500-year-old neighborhood originally conceived as a military stronghold. Its 7 square block area has evolved into a charming residential and commercial district. The streets here are paved with cobbles of Atakin, a blue stone cast from furnace slag. They were brought over a ballast on Spanish ships, and time and moisture have lent them their characteristic color. The city includes more than 400 carefully restored 16th and 17th century Spanish colonial buildings. Old San Juan is a main spot for local and internal tourism and attracts many tourists who also enjoy the gambling casinos, fine beaches, and tropical climate.
Old San Juan has several plazas. Plaza de San Jose is a favorite meeting place for young and old alike. At its center stands the bronze statue of Ponce de León, made for British cannon capture during Sir Ralph Abercrombie attack in 1797. The plaza is skirted by a number of historical buildings. Plaza del Quinto Centenario is the cornerstone of Puerto Rico commemoration of the 500th anniversary of Columbus' discovery of the New World. Has a sculpture which reaches 12 meters. Plaza de Armas is Old San Juan main square on San Jose Street, featured for statues representing 4 seasons. All are over 100 years old. Plaza de Colón was originally called St. James Square, was renamed in 1893 to honor Christopher Columbus on the 400th anniversary of his discovery Puerto Rico. Plazuela de la Rogativa was built in 1971, features a modern sculpture depicting a procession of religious women commemorating an event that took place on the site in 1797. Plaza de Hostos is located near La Casita, features artisan displays, snake stand, and traditional piragüeros, who sell shapes ice topped with tropical fruit syrup.
La Perla is a historical ramshackle barrio astride the northern historic city wall of Old San Juan, Puerto Rico. Established in the late 19th century, the zone was designated for cemeteries, slaughterhouse, and homes of former slaves, servants, and the homeless. The law required to be established away from the main city zone, in Old San Juan's case, outside of the city walls. Over time, the city's poorer residents established their homes there. Parque de las Palomas is located near the Paseo de la Princesa, next to Capilla del Cristo at the end of Cristo Street. This park overlooks the restored La Princesa jail, now a government office with an attractive art gallery. It is the perfect spot from which to see and enjoy a magnificent view of the harbor, city, and mountains. It is also a great choice for families, and the kids will enjoy interacting with the local pigeons. San Felipe del Morro was named in honor of King Philip II, commonly known as El Morro. The construction of El Morro began in 1540 and was completed in 1589. Most of the walls in the fort today were added later in a period of tremendous construction from the 1760s to the 1780s. Rising 140 feet above the sea, its 18-foot thick wall proved a formidable defense. The fort is a maze of tunnels, dungeons, barrack, outposts, and ramps. El Morro is studded with a small circular sentry box called garitas that have become a national symbol. La Fortaleza, also known as the Palacio de Santa Catalina, began construction in 1533 and finalized in 1540. The building was the first of a series of military facilities constructed in the Bay of San Juan, but soon later proved inadequate to guard the entrance to the harbor and became the official governor's residence. It has been the home of 170 governors of Puerto Rico and is the official residence of the current governor. Although the original structure was very primitive, La Fortaleza has undergone numerous changes over its 300 years of history.
La Alcaldía started construction in 1602, completed in 1789. In the 1840s, the building has heavily remodeled, proving its present-day facade, intended by its builder to be an exact replica of Madrid. El Capitolio hold the officer of senators on one wing, a dust of represents on the other, with gallery friezes, mosaic, and an impressive rotunda, in which Puerto Rico construction is exhibited. Construction began in 1919, and building has inauguration of February 11, 1929. La Catedral de San Juan is the second oldest cathedral in the Western Hemisphere. Construction began in 1521. The cathedral has seen today is the result of work done in 1917, when major restorations were performed. La Capilla del Cristo was built in the 18th century. The stories surrounding the history of this small chapel conflict widely except on one point. Someone on horseback took a terrible spill off the cliffs at the end of Calle Cristo. Whether he lived and the chapel was built to commemorate the miracle, or whether he died, and the chapel was to block off the street and prevent such an accident from happening again, is the part of the story that is in dispute. The beautiful chambers, paintings, and altar inside can be seen through the church glass doors.
The Puerta de San Juan was built in the late 1700s. It's one of 6 heavy wooden doors in the wall which for centuries were closed at sundown to cut off access to the city and protect the city from invaders. The wall is up to 20 feet thick and up to 40 feet tall. Paseo de la Princesa was originally built in 1853 and over the past couple of years has been faithfully restored to become a great place to walk. Paseo de la Princesa is an elegantly landscaped walkway with trees, statues, benches, and street lamps. San Sebastian Street Festival, also known as Sanse, is a very popular Puerto Rican festivity that takes place in the Old San Juan. It is a 4-day event that starts the third Thursday of January through Sunday. This festive is in honor of Saint Sebastian. More than 200,000 people participate in this festival, making this activity be recognized internationally. During the past celebrations, a group of musicians in the early morning of the first days walked and announced the festivity through the street. People in costumes wear masks over their heads and were called cabezudos. In the present, the addition of artisans has acquired more importance, as well as music and dance in the nights. Also, artists perform at different stages localized around the Old San Juan. Cabezudos now include characters representing the Puerto Rican folklore that pass through the streets, dancing and singing, followed by the public.